Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AMFE. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like you this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis, I think last week, maybe a couple weeks ago, but that's where all these different colored annotation lines are coming from. And after the past couple of days, certainly some updates here need to be made. So the first thing I'm going to do is just a little house cleaning and get rid of these lines here. Actually, going to get rid of all of them. And yes, they all pertain to the chart, but from a presentation standpoint and not wanting a million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, you want to try to keep this as clean as possible. And I'm just going to move this line up here. For those of you that did watch the video, I guess from back there on the 25th of April, I talked about this point here as being the blue sky breakout. And when the price finally did break above it right there, you can see kind of the rest was history. A nice move has since followed. But with that being said, now that the price has formed a new area of resistance and knowing that, this is essentially the highest the price has been for a very, very long time, the new blue sky breakout going into, I was going to say the week, but the week has already started. So the next 4 days right up there, and I'm assuming I state the obvious here if you've been watching level 2s, but right there at 0.094. So I'm not going to count the number of times, but just over and over again, the bulls kept trying to push up through 0.094 and just couldn't quite get through it. So there's certainly some sellers sitting up there, but it's just a matter of the bulls needing to keep on banging on that door. And eventually it'll come down, and that's really the name of the game. So if the price doesn't break above there tomorrow, I'm not saying that's bad or anything like that, because at the end of the day, it's all about putting in higher lows. And for this chart, really the easiest way to quantify and just summarize, quote unquote, put it in higher lows is just watch that purple line right there, which is the famous 50-period simple moving average. Keyword there being moving. So as time goes by, this line is just going to continue to move its way upwards. And if you want to just picture that as a trend line, that's more than logical. In fact, I like to call moving averages trend lines for lazy people, because I don't want to draw a trend line. Well, the moving average will draw the trend line for you. So when you stop and think about it, well, what does the price have to do in order to stay above an uptrending trend line? Well, the price itself needs to keep on going up. And that, by definition, is what a bullish move is, right? And that's why I love charts. When you look at them certain ways, they basically insult your intelligence. So, in a nutshell, very black and white way to look at this. As long as the price is above that purple line, bulls are in full control, no questions asked. So nice start to the week. We'll see how much more progress this one can make over the next 4 days. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.